Hey there guys. Quick video topic, how to get the most out of your training. Um, it's actually really simple, but you have to pay attention to what you're doing. So long story short, a lot of people, when they're trying to get bigger or stronger, they rock up to the gym and they just go through the motions. They follow their program, they more or less work to the template that they've been given. And they just hit the sets and reps and they, just mentally tick it off along as they, progress throughout the workout. Now, for the, everyday sort of person that's going to, work somewhat well, you're definitely going to get results. But if you really want to get, bigger and stronger and get the most out of your training, you need to, prioritize, your big, heavy compound movements. You don't have to go overboard. So mine are the two main staples I have are the bench press and the front squat. So, Monday rocks along, and then, I've got heavy bench. Typically, I'll go for, at the moment, 3 sets of 3. But those 3 sets of 3, I'm really working as hard as I can. If there's an extra rep, occasionally I'll try and push and go for it. If I'm not successful, so what? But at the end of the day, I'm, progressing on Monday. I'm, thinking about how the day's going. I know I've got gym in the evening. And yeah, I'm really, paying attention. I know that 3 sets of 3 is important. That's my main heavy hard work that I have to get done, and I do it with a lot of purpose, and I really give it my all. And when you start, taking that approach, for your heavy compound movements, you only have to do that twice a week. Bench Monday, squats on, Wednesday or a Thursday. But when you're training with, the real intention of trying to get bigger and stronger and really putting in for that, those 3 sets that you have to get done, or occasionally 4, the rest of your, training is somewhat simplified, because that's when you can add extra volume. You can do your assistant exercises with higher reps. The intensity doesn't have to be, as high, and you're not trying to ramp yourself up at that, workout. You're not trying to hype yourself up, to some ridiculous level where you're, nervous about, missing reps. It's just going in, into the gym or, your garage gym with, a clear purpose, knowing, okay, this is what I have to get done. I need to put in the real hard work and just, knock this off the list. And then after that, if you want to do supersets, if you want to do some drop sets with some other exercises, that's okay. I don't really pay too much attention to my assistant exercises in terms of weight, because, if bench has been really heavy or, front squats have been, really taxing, my energy levels will have dropped. And, sometimes I go, I don't have heaps and heaps of time. Instead of, resting 4 or 5 minutes in between sets for some of my assistant exercises, I might just drop it down to 2 minutes. And as a result, the weight that I can use is obviously going to drop. But I'm still getting the work in, I'm still trying to tick the list, and knock everything off that list on my program. But, mentally I get to switch off a bit, and I just focus on enjoying my training, knowing that, what I had to get done, what I had to achieve has been accomplished. And that also, just takes a lot of stress out of training in general. When you're looking at your training week, you just know, upper body, I've got 3 sets of 3, quality hard reps that I got to get done. And then on Wednesday, I've got front squats, 3 sets of 3 again, just got to get those done. After that, put in your assistant exercises. And speaking of which, most of the time for bench press, one of my assisted exercises is technique work just on bench press. I'll drop the weight by a good 60 kilos, or drop it from, I'll even drop it more than that. If I'm doing, 3x3s at 200 kilos, most of the time I drop it by 80 kilos. I drop it down to 120, and I'll try and get 4 sets of 10. I'll keep the break times at 2 to 3 minutes, but I'm really focusing on then the quality of the rep. In terms of difficulty, it's probably only a 7 or 8 out of 10. Then after that, I can muck around, do shoulders, triceps, whatever I want, rear delt flies. Front squats, same sort of thing. I hit my heavy front squats. After that, normally, because the weight, I don't want to keep taking weight on and off the bar, I'll do some standing calf raises, 3 sets of 20 at whatever weight I just front squatted. And then after that, I'll drop the weight down to 100 kilos for front squats, and I'll do 4 sets of 10. Again, I'm just working on technique, keep the break times 2 to 3 minutes. And yeah, look, I've added some quality volume as well. I've cleaned up the technique, and it's just fresh for next time, I come in. And then after that, you can muck around and do whatever else you want for legs. Just follow the program. Most of the time, yeah, I'll stick to something very similar to the general template program that I've put on my Patreon. So yeah, and that just works, really well. It covers all the bases. And I don't have to think too much after I've, done my heavy work for the week. And then, Friday, I just muck around with natural stones. So, again, it's just a training session that I enjoy. Yeah, I get better at lifting natural stones and the rest of it. But my hard work has already been done on the Monday and Wednesday, or for some people, it might be a Monday and Thursday. But that's what I've found, helps me get the most out of my training. As a result, I've continued to get stronger. I've enjoyed my training, and that's something a lot of people fail to realize as well. A lot of your assisted exercises should be, structured in such a way that they help, your primary exercises go up, but they should also, have some, enjoyment in doing them. So that's why, on a Friday, I like playing around with the natural stones. I enjoy training that way. Yes, it helps me get a stronger back, which is going to carry across to a bigger front squat, a bigger deadlift, as well as a bigger bench press, but it's a style of training that I enjoy. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. Otherwise, have a great day wherever you are.